At a time of uncertainty in WWE, NXT remains a shining light, and that was clear as they built to its latest pre-year day. VengeanceDay promised big moments and great action, with Trick Williams taking centre stage, pulling double duty. Roxanne tried to regain her title. Obafemi was defending his North American title for the last time, and there was lots going on. But we started things off with the Men's Dusty Classic final. Trick Melo Gang versus the Wolf Dogs, and yeah, Trick Melo Gang looked great throughout this match but could not put their rivals away. Carmelo took a spear from Braun from Trick Williams, and Trick could not break out the pinfall, giving the Wolf Dogs the win. Going into the night, looked like this being a show stealer, but it didn't quite live up to the billing. Breaker and Corbin and found their chemistry as a team, but the spark between them, rival tandems, was quite clear. A few misses down the line, not allowing it to reach the lofty heights that maybe we saw, for example, in Wolfsdog semi-final. It was a decent enough performance. The result made sense. Breaker may be headed to the main roster soon, and yeah, he and Corbin though still do have an interesting story to tell, and if the rules allow, it could create a really interesting match. Trick Melo told a good story together. Hayes even took the shot for his teammate, potentially rejecting his friend's NXT champion shot, but it also set up questions about Melo heading into the main event, which is exactly what this is always going to do. So yeah, maybe it wasn't quite as good as maybe we would hope for, but I think on the whole, to call it anything short or very good would be also wrong as well. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Next up was Dijak versus Joe Gacy in an ODQ match. Dijak thought he was prepared for Joe Gacy, but his rival brought an even more sadistically to this ODQ match. Hard Justice barely pulled out the win with feature eyes, but he was disturbed by the smile of Gacy after the finish. This was as advertised, but it was a creative hardcore brawl between two talented, hard-working veterans. They made the most of their minutes to tell an engaging story that finally allowed Dijak to pick up the much-needed pay-per-view win. It was a joyful war, driven by his chemistry of both men. Gacy especially saw glee in bringing the fight to Dijak, the first man in a long time to take the offensive against Hard Justice. Given the history of Dijak's rivalry, this is not over. The two men will continue to show how high they can keep this in the future. So yeah, I thought this was really engaging, a fun match as well, a bit chaotic, which is what I like, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Before it's time for the Family versus OTM, Jada Parker and Rizzo started off this brawl until OTM forced Tag to isolate Stacks. Even Scripps helped down Stacks on multiple occasions. When Tony D got the hot tag, he was unstoppable, taking out Price for forget about it. This match lost none of the energy throughout its 10-minute runtime. It would have been a solid opener for TV. As a PvP match though, it was pretty forgettable, especially as the Family picked up a predictable win. The Family remains too big for OTM, especially since Parker has shown that she cannot seriously get to the top level yet, you probably say. Price and Nima are getting better steadily, but have not found their best form. However, Rizzo, who has fallen right in with the Family, she and Stacks are matching the Don's energy and came off big time out of it. So yeah, on the whole, that worked really well in this match. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was then time for Lyra Valkyria against Roxanne Perez. Lyra and Roxanne were battering each other in a physical battle until Lola Vice hit the ring to crash in her breakout tournament contract to join the match. Vice hit her best shot on both women with a roundhouse kick, but they both kicked out. Valkyria ducked the second roundhouse hit and hit the night wash for the victory. This match was in two halves. Perez and Valkyria worked in the opening section like a technical main event, building towards a classic. The pace picked up when Vice arrived, putting this chaotic triple threat match and showing what they can do. It also kind of displayed weaknesses with a few awkward transitions. That said, this worked as a whole. The crowd was completely invested in the action, especially the struggles of Perez, who was screwed out of her title opportunity again. It was the right move for Valkyria to retain here. Vice is far from ready, and Perez losing cheat sets up an exciting WrestleMania match. This is going to be a great match. So yeah, on the whole, it gets 7 out of 10 for me. Bit chaotic, bit of fun, but at the same time built really nicely for what's to come. So yeah, on the whole, it gets 7 out of 10 from me. It was then time for Obafemi versus Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee started to use his pace, but the power of Obafemi slowed him down. Leaning towards this battle, Luke Shaw, the champion, retained with an impactful powerbomb. This was an incredible battle of styles that stole the show, and the way Femi kept answering Dragon through his sheer power was impressive. He came off as an unstoppable force during this match. Femi should not be this good. He signed with WWE in Deck 2021 when he was still at the University of Alabama and had no wrestling experience, yet 2 years later he's this good, and it's scary how he's going to be in the future. It always helps when he has one of the best in-ring performers, and Dragon Lee constantly pushed him to new heights. He and Femi have awesome chemistry, and yeah, I think we can have more matches in the future. But yeah, Obafemi I can see having a very long run with the belt, because yeah, his start has been so impressive, and it gets 7 out of 10 from me. Before it's time for Ilya Dragunov versus Trick Williams in the main event. Carmelo joined to support Trick, but he kept getting in his way. He caused a ref bump that saved Ilya Dragunov from a free count. At the end, Trick ran right into a Torpedo Moscow and sealed the champion's win. Afterwards, Melo attacked Trick's knee and laid out the Trick Melo Gang, shirt on his friend. This was a phenomenal drama undercut by some messy booking down the stretch. Both men lead into this bloody brutal attack in what's one of the best performances of Trick's career so far. The way they played off the crowd made for a special atmosphere. Dragunov leaned into the heel roll, though Melo's involvement distracted that. The story of the match was a bit too much from about while the competitors would go, especially in the closing stretches. The result was a shock, even with the aftermatch. The crowd was ready for Trick to complete his story rise, but he fell just short. Dragunov's next title defense is likely to be overruled by kind of this mega feud, though. The signs were too clear for Melo to stay face, and yeah, it was kind of the right moment for it to happen, and yeah, it's going to be a money match for Stand and Deliver, that's for sure. And yeah, gets an 8 out of 10 from me. A really brilliant ending to a brilliant match, and yeah, can't wait for this incoming feud. Overall, NXT Vengeance Day gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, on the whole, a really good episode, a really good NXT Vengeance Day. For a pay-per-view, I thought, yeah, lots of great matches on there, pretty much from top to bottom. The Melo Trick feud is going to be brilliant. And yeah, like I say, we've got Roxanne versus Lyra that we're all building up for Stand and Deliver, which is going to look mega already. But yeah, a really fun pay-per-view. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.